And hello there today. Today we're gonna discuss a very interesting concept about the Chelsea player, Antonio Rudiger's move to Manchester United and how he's being, talked about and discussed as a potential, target moving to United. So we know that Antonio Rudiger's, contract has, not been extended with Chelsea and it's not been going well. So as the contract's extension with Chelsea has basically been stalled, so now there are rumors that United will be pursuing Antonio Rudiger because according to Ralf Rangnick he will fit the playing style of Ralf Rangnick quite well, and they will most probably be able to get him at a considerable budget. So that's another important aspect. So that that Ralf Rangnick always has an intention of targeting players who he thinks will be available with a good exclusive budget, and who are in form but who are not getting enough game time. So this is a common strategy I have identified in his gameplay, where basically he identifies players like these and then just goes for them. So you can say that he's not only a visionary but he's also a budget friendly coach. Okay, but there are the United will face some competition because as Rudiger is in good form, he has been met with competition from suitors such as Real Madrid, PSG. They're all in line for them because I guess they want him, because if you get a good player for a medium budget, every team wants that. Then every team wants a good player for a medium budget. Every team wants it. So yeah, this is one of the recent newses right now yet. So what do you think the role in Rudiger's role in United might be? So I think Antonio Rudiger's currently being so basically. So Tuchel believes Rudiger's forms will not dip, during the contract, drip. So Tuchel believes his form shall not drip. Real Madrid, and United are on the race. United are about to make a bid on him, and basically that is one of the case right now. So another very interesting transfer news I'm getting to know is that Jesse Lingard has been wanted by Newcastle United. So Jesse Lingard, who hasn't got that much game time with United, and with players like Van der Beek and Jadon Sancho in line, it's unlikely that Lingard will get more game time, because his playing style, it seems a bit lazy. According to me, it's a bit lazy. It doesn't suit our current coach. It doesn't, and if he can't prove himself, he will not have the game time he needs. So so in that case, I don't think Jesse Lingard will be able to stay with United. So this is one of the recent news that I've heard again and again, time and time, about that whether Jesse Lingard will stay. Lingard was previously a West Ham. In West Ham he was equivalent to almost a legend. Okay, but when his run with West Ham ended, he was a loaned player on West Ham, and his run with West Ham ended. So after that, he basically, he was back at United. But recently, his talks with extending United's contract and getting game time have failed, due to which it's likely that Jesse Lingard shall consider a move to Newcastle, which could be a lifeline to him, provided that because he'll be given a lot of priority there. When Jesse was in West Ham, he was given a lot of priority. So from that we can understand, it's obvious, his wish to move for a, Jesse's wish to make a move. That cannot be denied. But can Jesse fit into the 4-2-2 gameplay? What do you think about that? What do you support Jesse's move to Newcastle? And do you basically think that Rudiger would be a good addition to United? What are your thoughts on this, basically? So what I think, a lot of people are talking about the fact that no, Jesse Lingard is a good player. He is a good player, but he has to fit into the playing style that our coach prefers. Just being a good player won't be enough right now. Just the fact that you're a good player, that isn't gonna be enough. So yeah, that's one of the points, and that's a simple point that I have mentioned above.
Lots of energy and a very good finish for his goal. He's been excellent.
And that's something I have mentioned many times above, that just being a good footballer will not be enough. So this is one of the current news, at Old Trafford. This is currently the news that's reigning. And he would be a perfect fit at Newcastle. He's been told that numerous times, and Newcastle want him. So what I would assume, if Manchester United can get a good budget for Jesse Lingard, if they can sell him at a good price, why not? I mean, eventually it's better to make some money off him instead of him going as a free, going for free. So while he puts up a few good performances, they can ask for a good price, and then let him go. So I think and Jesse Lingard should make an effort, and if he's, West Ham have been linked to Lingard for a long time. West Ham would love to have Jesse Lingard, but the problem is West Ham cannot afford the fees which they this is where things get real. West Ham were not being able to afford the fees that Jesse Lingard has demanded. They would love to have him as their striker, but they cannot afford the fees that he has demanded. So which team do you think? And Newcastle, on the other hand, as you know, they've changed owners. So owing to the fact that they have changed owners, Newcastle, they will easily be able to afford the fees that Jesse Lingard has demanded and asked for. So it won't be a big problem for them. So I think, owing this into account, he will be able to go to Newcastle. The 28-year-old has reasonably done only limited cameos from the bench. He hasn't shown that much ambition. He hasn't shown that much gameplay. Even when he's on the field, he hasn't performed that much. That's something I would like to say. He hasn't put up a good performance. So yeah, I can say you can say that give Jesse a chance and all that, but the thing is that he's not being able to adjust to the style of play we have, So if he's not being able to adjust, in that case, and if we have great options in case of him, so why keep him forcefully if he doesn't want to stay? So Gabriel, Abonleher has suggested Newcastle as a possible destination with former Aston Villa striker, while talking about Jesse Lingard. If Newcastle had look at a defensive midfielder and look at Lingard to play in the front. So as you know, Newcastle have had new owners right now and they're in great form. So can they can definitely afford Jesse Lingard right now. So they can definitely afford Jesse Lingard right now. They have the money, they have everything. So yeah, it will be a win-win situation for both. And they're not far off Newcastle, 3 or 4 of the right players, and Lingard would be perfect for them. They have every chance of sticking up. Newcastle, with the current owners that with the Arabian owners that Newcastle has right now, they have every chance of sticking up and basically becoming the next one of the next top top 4. If Newcastle buys the right players, they have the chance to be on the top 4. And space to cross it. So yeah, So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Jesse Lingard would be a good fit for Newcastle? I think they would be. Because Lingard was left out of the first game under Ralf Rangnick, and he's not good of that of a player as well. And Jesse Lingard has to play very, very good under Ralf Rangnick to ensure him a position. He has to perform really, really well under Ralf Rangnick to ensure a position in the particular team. So can he perform like that? Can he do that? I mean, there are questions based on that, because can he play that kind of high defensive football? So since he's been left out, and he's shown injury, he hasn't shown development. He needs a team where he can be given more importance. He needs a team where he can be given more importance, be of greater value, and that's what he needs. A team where he will be given the best value. So if that's not the case, then what is it? Then what is it? If that's not the case, then what is it? So with Rangnick stricting up the training regimen, his chances of getting back at football, his chances of getting a spot over there with young players like Amadou, Haidara, with Ronaldo, Sancho, Fred, Ronaldo, Sancho, Fred, Greenwood. I mean, his chances of getting a playing spot, it seems really, really difficult as the day goes. It looks really, really difficult that he can basically fit in there. I mean, you will not be able to compete with someone like Ronaldo and all, or Sancho. It's very tough. So I think this will be a right move for him. So this will be a very good move for him, and yeah. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think Lingard's move to Newcastle will be a good for him? Let me know in the comments below.